It's 8:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. The Hunter Valley's horse breeding industry is angry after the planning department recommended the Drayton South coal mine be approved. The controversial project will now go before the Planning Assessment Commission for the third time. The Thoroughbred Breeders Association says nothing's been done to address the previous environmental and health concerns, with the mine to be located less than a kilometre from the world-renowned Coolmore and Darley horse studs. However, Anglo American says the mine's approval will guarantee the jobs of 500 workers for another 15 years. A protest bus will roll into Swansea this afternoon to highlight the high death toll amongst truck drivers as the major shopping centre giants force them to work longer hours for less money. It's feared the move by Coles and Woolworths will put the lives of truck drivers and other motorists at risk. Craig Williams from the Transport Workers Union says the Road Safety Remuneration Tribunal is trying to achieve a fairer outcome for truckies.
They're setting minimum standards and safe rates for owner drivers and contractors to do their job safely without putting the public at risk. 353 drivers died on the road last year, and probably a number of the public as well, due to drivers driving longer hours over their hours.
Newcastle Council is trying to make the roads around the Anzac Memorial Walk safer for pedestrians. It's going to trial the closure of Cliff Street for a couple of months near the entrance to the car park, while a pedestrian crossing will also be installed. The popular attraction has been causing traffic chaos since it opened, especially on Sundays. Communications Minister Malcolm Turnbull says the Hunter will be among the first areas in Australia to have access to very fast broadband. The NBN Co has completed testing on the Central Coast, and the commercial rollout is expected to start here next month. Malcolm Turnbull says the rollout is due for completion in 5 years.
It's already available in over 10% of Australian premises. In a year, it'll be available in over 20% of Australian premises. 2018 it'll be available in 75% of Australian premises, and all done by 2020. And that's what people want. They want to get it done sooner, as quickly as possible.
A revitalising Newcastle business and industry breakfast this morning is being addressed by New South Wales Planning Minister Rob Stokes. The breakfast is being held to outline the government's vision for Newcastle, with a focus on the importance of business partnerships in helping to trigger investment and job creation. Urban Growth New South Wales Program Director Michael Castle says by being involved in future planning, the city's business people can shape the outcomes of the CBD.
And trying to bring them up to speed on all the different things that we're doing. They're all busy people, so we're catching them nice and early, just hoping that we've got 40 minutes of question time, so hoping they can provide some thoughts and some interesting questions to help us guide the future design.
A major expansion to Stockland Green Hills has been given the go-ahead. Changes to the development application have been approved by Maitland Council, allowing work to start early next year. It will allow David Jones to replace the proposed Myer store in the New Look shopping centre after Myer pulled out.
Sport for our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club, Fishing Expo, September 13.
Danny Badiris won't snag a permanent job as head tactician anytime soon, despite lifting the Knights from the bottom of the ladder and away from the wooden spoon. Chief Executive Matt Gidley says the 37-year-old isn't ready for the top job, but is hopeful of keeping him as an assistant strategist in 2016. There's no word on who will score the job just yet, with interviews being conducted this week. Meanwhile, Beau Scott is set to return this Saturday when the team takes on the Bulldogs. The forward is returning from a foot injury in what will also be Captain Kurt Gidley's 250th game. Lavinot Halidi says despite coming off the back of their worst season, the Jets are moving forward each day. The FFA is now in the process of transferring the club to a number of investors headed by Dundee United chairman Stephen Thompson. The 29-year-old says there's a lot of work to do, but the team is committed. That's sport. I'm Sally Spicer.
To NURFM News Time 26 to 9.